Factors for maintaining the independence of the judiciary. Introduction. There is a hierarchical system in the Indian judiciary. The Supreme Court is the apex court. Below it is the intermediate court, that is the High Court, and below it is the District Court. The Supreme Court consists of the Chief Justice of India and other judges, that is 33 other judges. The Chief Justice and other judges are appointed by the President. The other judges of the Supreme Court are appointed by the President on the recommendation of the Supreme Court and High Court judges. The Supreme Court judges hold office till they reach the age of 65 years. The office of the judge may fall vacant due to resignation or removal or death. Qualifications. The qualifications are as follows. He must be a citizen of India. He must be a judge of a high court for at least 5 years, or he must be an advocate of a high court for at least 10 years, or he must be a distinguished jurist in the opinion of the President of India. Independence of the judiciary. The Supreme Court is the highest court of appeal, protector of fundamental rights, custodian of the Constitution, and vehicle of justice without fear or favor. All democratic nations make provisions for the smooth and effective functioning of the judiciary. The provisions for maintaining the independence of the judiciary are as follows. First, mode of appointment. The method of appointment of the judges must be impartial and just. The judges are appointed by the President on the recommendation of the Supreme Court and High Court judges. The Chief Justice of the Supreme Court is appointed on the basis of seniority. This ensures that appointments are not based on any political considerations and therefore regarded as one of the best methods of appointment. Second, fixed tenure. The judges do not hold office during the pleasure of the President because there is a procedure for removal mentioned in the Constitution. This is essential to attract men and women of talent to the bench and to maintain the independence of the judiciary. The judges of the Supreme Court enjoy a tenure of 65 years, whereas the judges of the High Court enjoy a tenure of 62 years. Third, attractive salary. The salary, allowances, privileges, leave and pension of the Supreme Court are determined from time to time by the Parliament. They cannot be charged to their disadvantage after their appointment except during a financial emergency. This is essential to attract men and women of talent, to avoid corrupt practices, and to maintain the independence of the judiciary. For example, salary of the Chief Justice of India is rupees 2,80,000. Salary of other judges of the Supreme Court is rupees 2,50,000. Salary of the Chief Justice of a High Court is rupees 2,50,000, and the salary of other judges of the High Court is rupees 2,25,000. Fourth, protection from criticism. The Supreme Court can punish any person for its contempt. The punishment is in the form of fine or imprisonment or both. This power is essential to maintain the dignity of the court. For example, in 2002, writer Arundhati Roy was arrested and charged with contempt of court by the Supreme Court after she wrote an article criticizing one of the court's judgment concerning the Narmada Dam. In 2020, Prashant Bhushan was convicted of contempt of court. He had posted the then Chief Justice of India, Sharad Bobde, seated on a motorcycle without face mask during the pandemic, and criticized the judiciary for selective focus in hearing case during lockdown. Fifth, ban on practice after retirement. The judges are not allowed to practice after retirement. This is done to prevent perverse influence on the bench, which may hamper justice. The judges of the Supreme Court are not allowed to plead or act in any court or before any authority within the boundaries of the Indian territory. Sixth, procedure for removal. The procedure of removal is long and complicated. The judge can be removed on grounds of proved misbehavior or incapacity by members of parliament. The resolution must be passed by a majority of the total membership of the House and a majority of not less than 2/3 of those present and voting. For example, in 1993, V. Ramaswamy was the first judge against whom impeachment proceedings were initiated, but failed to secure the required 2/3 majority in the Lok Sabha. In 2018, opposition parties signed a draft proposal for removing an impeachment position against Deepak Mishra, the then Chief Justice of India. Seventh, freedom to appoint its staff. The Chief Justice of India appoints officers and servants of the Supreme Court without any interference from the executive. He also prescribes their conditions of service. Eighth, expenses charged on Consolidated Fund. The salaries, allowances and pensions of the judges and the staff, and also administrative expenses of the Supreme Court are charged on the Consolidated Fund of India. They are non-votable by the Parliament. Ninth, conduct of judges not discussed. The Constitution prohibits discussion in Parliament or in a state legislature the conduct of the judges of the Supreme Court except during the process of impeachment.